I have an ambition. I have a vision, dude. I have a dream. I have a dream. I thought of this dream. I thought I had this dream yesterday. I created this dream in my mind yesterday. I'm gonna create a community. I want to create a tribe of generous people, generous, kind, and giving, benevolent people who also love winning. We love winning. We dominate. We conquer. We're taking names. We winning. And we're fucking, dude. Everybody's fucking. She's fucking. He's fucking. I'm fucking. You're fucking. Everybody's fucking. And nobody gets jealous. Nobody gets jealous. Because we're always winning. We're always fucking. And we're really nice. Really nice. We're generous. We're giving. We're taking. We're doing it all. And at the same time, we wish everybody to be happy. We want everybody in the tribe to feel good and have a good time and be happy. I had this dream yesterday. And I decided that I'm going to make a tribe like that. I want to make a tribe like that, man. I'm going to create a tribe where that is happening. That's just the culture of the place, you know? You walk in there and it's just like, that's how people are living it. That's how people are operating, you know, on a day-to-day basis. And we're nice and we're benevolent and generous to other people in the tribe because it's good for everybody in the tribe to be happy. Because if you win, I win. If I win, you win. If I get a little, you get a little. If you get a little, I get a little. And everybody gets some. Everybody's getting some, you know? And we don't get jealous because we're too busy winning. We're not feeling like, you know, if I have some of this, but if you had a little more of that, I'm not going to feel bad about it because I know that we're all going to get some. And when you have a little, but I have a little more, I'll probably give you some, you know? And vice versa. Because we want everybody in there to be fucking feeling good, you know? Like, oh, I'm with this girl, and then suddenly she wants to be with this other dude in the tribe, and I'll be like, it's your turn, bro. It's your turn, man. It's your turn now. And I'm happy for him, you know? Yeah. Give it to her, bro. Give it to her, you know? And I'm happy for her. She's like, yeah. Go make him happy, you know? Give him some of that. Give him some of that honey that you got going on. It's on him now. You know, you go pour that on him. You know, and he'll give you that milk. You know, he'll pour that milk on you. That's what's going on in this tribe. And I don't get jealous because I know that I'm going to get some more. I'm just going to get some more. You know, I'm going to get more. He's going to get more. She's going to get more. And we're just always winning. We're just always winning. And I'm like, this is the perfect world. That would be the perfect tribe, you know? That would be the perfect world to live in. And we're all taking care of each other. We care about our brothers and sisters, and we all want everybody in the tribe to be happy. And I was thinking like this because I'm thinking like, you know, I feel like the world doesn't really work like that. it doesn't really work like that. It's more competitive. People are like, they want to hoard onto things, they want to keep things for themselves. They're not really sharing it with anybody. It feels like everybody's a stranger. Even people you work with, it's just like we're all just a bunch of strangers, and we don't really have that like a tribal feeling, like we're all gonna take care of each other like to that level. Because I feel like if you're a tribe and you're all winning and you love everybody in the tribe, it's like you would want to be generous. I think it's like in our nature. Like we would want to be generous with them because we know them and we love them, and they take care of us, and so we want to take care of them because we're stronger when we're all taken care of, right? We're all better off because you can go get some and I can go get some, and when I get some, you get some, and when he gets some, I get some. So there's this reciprocity going on. There's this harmony in the tribe. There's a community there, and you feel like you're part of something and you belong, which is what we need. We all need that. It's like a basic human thing that we need to belong somewhere. Catching myself thinking like, in the world, I'll be like, oh, I don't need to be part of that because I'm like above it. I'm above it. I'm on my own path, man. I'm going there, and I can't be held back. I can't be like fucking around and getting distracted and you know uh doing something because everybody else is doing it. It's like, oh, yeah, I kind of want to belong there. I kind of want a community. I kind of want to try, but it's like it's just not. I'm on my own time. I'm on my time. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going on my on my path. So it's like I gotta keep walking. So I'll walk away from these things, and I catch myself doing that. I'll catch myself being like a lone wolf. I'll call myself that. Like I'm a lone wolf. I'm gonna just go my own way, and that's what I am. I'm a lone wolf. But I feel like sometimes that's just like it's just like an excuse. It's a compensation almost. It's like I gotta tell myself something. I gotta give myself some kind of cool name, like a lone wolf, or like I'm like a samurai. I'm like a fucking ninja. I'm like a like a lone Japanese fisherman. You know, I'm like a whale hunter, but like on a boat by myself. I don't have a team. I'm just going my own way, and I'm just like fucking doing that. And I feel like that, but I feel like I'm just making these names up and I'm giving these titles to myself so I can feel like, yeah, I gotta keep this boat afloat. I gotta keep this ship afloat because it's fucking rough out there, and I gotta give myself a cool name at least. You know, I'm getting like the boat's getting all like it's getting knocked over, it's getting pushed around, by the waves, and I don't have any like the people around me that are like on that path with me. So I gotta tell myself these things like I'm a lone wolf, I'm a fucking lone wolf, bro. I don't need them. But I know that's not true, and I think it doesn't help me to tell myself it doesn't help me to tell myself these things like I don't need people or this and that because it's not true. I of course I need people. And I think if I tell myself these things too much, I'll start to be ungrateful for the people around me that are there for me. I do have people around me, and because of them, I'm able to be here. I have this microphone and a camera, and I can fucking yap about whatever the fuck I want because I have these people around me, and they enable me. They allow me. They are there for me. The people I work with, my friends that I hang out with, and all kinds of people. There's all kinds of people in my life, and they all have like a like a part in it. They all have a part in it. I feel like they're all very important. Like everybody that comes into my life, I'll think about them. I'll think about them. I think about every single person that comes into my life. I do. I give them a little thought, you know. I'll think about them a little bit here. I'll think about them maybe an entire day. Maybe I'll think about them every once a week, you know. I'll think about them. Yeah. But I feel like that community, this tribe, you know, that would be like, this is the way that I imagine in like a utopia, you know, this is the way that I think of it. And I feel like this is the way that some people have it too. I don't have it like this yet. I don't have it that good, you know. I feel like I'm privileged. Like I'm pretty grateful. Like I'm lucky. I know that I'm very lucky. I have a lot of things going on for me. I feel like I have a lot of opportunities. I feel like I have people that love me. I feel like some people understand and get me, and I've had all kinds of relationships and opportunities in the past that were fucking amazing. So I'm lucky. I'm 100% fucking lucky. I am fucking blessed. I'm blessed. But like, you know, I can see this like even higher level of awesomeness. You know, I'm just waking up and feeling like this world is made for me, man. Whoa, like everything is so good. And I feel like that now, even sometimes, you know, not all the time, but I feel like that sometimes. But even at a higher level, like a higher fucking plane paradigm, you know, where a tribe of generous people who like winning, enjoying sex, and don't get jealous. They share, and they just want everybody in the fucking tribe to be happy. That I think this exists. Some people are actually living in that paradigm. You know, think about that. Maybe you're not in that paradigm. Maybe you're feeling lonely, you know? Maybe you feel like the world is out to get you, you know, like, oh, like they're coming for me, you know. There's a conspiracy, man. The world is controlled by the elites, you know, and they're fucking trying to fuck you up, you know. They're trying to take your things and like make you feel like crap, you know. Yeah, they're just sitting around just scheming evil things, you know, against you, you know. And everybody sucks and people are rude and everything's falling apart, you know, the world is ending, you know, like, oh, like so bad, so bad, so bad. You know, sometimes you're feeling like that. Maybe you're feeling like that today, you know. So there's all these levels, you know, you can feel all kinds of ways. And we can all feel all kinds of ways. You know, if you feel like shit right now, you can actually feel fucking amazing too. You have the capacity to. And if you feel fucking amazing now, you could feel incredibly terrible like another day. We all have that capacity to do that. You know, and maybe you're not in that crazy fucking awesome tribe right now, but I know that there is people that are in there, man. There's people that are in there. You know, they have people like that around them. And I can totally kind of imagine that how that would be. Like if you're so abundant, you know, in all things, it's kind of like you also don't want everybody in the tribe because you got to kind of get it. You know, it's like a secret society, you know, but they're not secret because they're trying to like do evil things or they're trying to like manipulate the people or they're trying to pull the strings, you know, or whatever. No, I think it's a secret because if you don't get it, you're gonna fuck up the vibe. You know what I mean? It's like, do you get it? Like, you gotta go through the vibe check. You gotta get through the vibe check to get in. And if you don't pass the fucking vibe check, it's like, well, nice meeting you. Have a good life. You know? You ain't getting in. You're not getting in because you don't get it. You know, you don't get it. You know, we can feel like, oh, you know, you have a little bit of that scarcity mindset. You know, you have a little bit of that like selfishness. You have a little bit of that like egocentric, maybe you're a little narcissistic, maybe you're a little self-centered. If you feel like a little bit of that, if you have that a little bit, or if you're a little too competitive, maybe you don't have the you're lacking charisma to like collaborate, with people, to work with other people and share resources. I'll help you. I know I got something that'll help you. You got something that'll help me. We can both win. Win-win. Let's go get it. Let's fucking win. We get it, and you're gonna get it, and we're all gonna get it. you know but maybe you don't have that. You're not thinking like this. You're thinking about like, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? And I feel like most people are still walking around like that. Most people walking around like that. So it's like, nah. If you're thinking like that, you're not getting into secret society. You're not getting into secret society. Sorry, bro. Because you just don't got it. You just don't have it. You're too selfish. You're not cool. You're not cool with the people. You're not cool with the crowd. You're too concerned about what other people think, or like trying to look cool, or like trying to trying to be better than other people. And you want to like make other people feel bad so that you can feel good. It's everything is a fucking competition. And if somebody's winning, you feel like you're losing. If your friend is winning, it's like, damn, like, maybe you feel a little bit like less than, because you can't have even your friends win. You don't even like seeing your friends win. you know you see your friend on Instagram, maybe he's flexing something that he did, he's proud of, he's proud of this thing he did, and you like see it, and you don't even like his post, you don't even like it, you just skip over it because it's like, it's not that cool. It's not that cool. I've done that. I've fucking done that. You know. Sometimes I'll do it not even knowingly. I mean, to be fair, I don't like anything on Instagram. I never like anybody's thing. I just kind of scroll whatever. I kind of just look at it as like current events feed. It's like what's happening in the world. What's going on. I don't I don't really like anything. You know. I don't give anybody like a preferential treatment. So to be fair, yeah, I don't like anything, but yeah, I've done it where I'll see somebody, a friend of mine doing something cool. It's like, damn, that's kind of cool. Caught my attention. I like it. Clearly, it's cool enough that I stopped scrolling and I looked at it, but I didn't like it. I didn't fucking double tap the screen. I didn't double tap the screen. I didn't do it. That ain't cool, man. If I'm doing that shit, I'm not getting into secret society. I'm not getting in. I'm not getting into the secret society. I'm not getting into that tribe. No, sir. And I wouldn't let me in. If I was running that tribe, I wouldn't let me in. He doesn't, because he doesn't got it. He doesn't have it. He's not thinking like one of us. He's not thinking like that. And if you bring that person in, he's gonna kind of fuck shit up. Uh, it's what Pimpin' Ken, for those of you know. You can read the book. Uh, what's the book called again? I can't remember, but it's a book by a pimp. He's a pimp. Okay, he's a pimp. Like not even he's a real pimp. Like he works the street. He has his his girls on the street, and is pimping them like a real pimp. Pimping Ken. He has a book. I read his book. I thought it was interesting. He said in the book, he's like, you know, he's in the book. He's explaining the rules of the street. He's explaining to you the rules of the game, the rules of the pimping game. And I remember one of the things was when there is another pimp, right? When there's another pimp in the neighborhood, you know, and you're doing your business, other pimps are doing their business, and you have like this one new pimp. He comes in the neighborhood. He wants to establish himself, in the neighborhood. But if he's not following the rules, right? Because there's the rules. There's like the unwritten code of conduct. There's a rule of engagement for the pimp game, right? Because why? Because this is how you keep the order in the jungle. You gotta have rules on the street. You gotta have respect. You gotta have, hierarchies, and you gotta understand how the game is played. You can't step on other people's toes without getting in trouble. And if you do, well, they're gonna let you know, right? You're gonna have the OGs come in and they're gonna fucking tell you what's up. They're gonna tell you what's going on. This is how it's done around here. And that's how it works, I feel like, in everything, right? So Pimpin' Ken calls this type of person someone who thinks he's like above the law. He's above it all, and he can do whatever he wants because he thinks it's all that. He just starts walking into his house, in your house, and he starts doing whatever he wants in your house. Because he thinks this is all. He's like, I'm the best. I'm the coolest. I'm fucking great. This man is called a gorilla pimp. He's a gorilla pimp, and he's got to get smacked. He's got to get he's gonna get hit. He's gonna fucking, he's gotta get humbled, right? Because he's fucking up the game for everybody. Because a guy like that, he starts causing drama. He starts causing trouble. He starts causing, he starts attracting attention that you don't want. If you're pimping, maybe you don't want, like the cops on you, or like you don't want unnecessary attention on you. You just want to do your business. I'm just minding my own business. I'm just doing my thing. Don't bother me. I'm not bothering anybody. You're just keeping it real. You're just fucking keeping it real. Okay? And you're just playing by the game. Playing by the rules, right? And respect the rule. But then you have somebody who's just fucking around doing shit, causing trouble. He's going to attract attention. And that fucks everybody up. That fucks everybody else's game up, right? So if you have somebody like that in your tribe, it's like, it's going to it's going to start fucking fights maybe. You're going to have drama. This guy's going to try to, upset the balance. He's going to upset the harmony of the place, right? Maybe he's a little too competitive. Maybe he's a little bit conniving. Maybe he's a little bit like manipulative, or like he has some like selfish motives, right? He's thinking about himself first. He's not thinking about like, hey, everybody in here should feel good. The whole fucking tribe should win. We should all be winning. So we take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? He's not thinking like that. He's a gorilla pimp. No respect. No respect for the game. You can't have people like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why you got to keep it tight. And that's why it's a secret society, and you're not in it because you don't have it. You don't got it. You're not generous. You're not fucking, you got to be able to go and just get a girl. You got to be able to just go and find a lover, you should be able to go and just like have, people that you love. Because you're just like an abundant dude. You love people. I love people. I love you. I can fucking love you. It's fucking easy. I can fucking love you. Don't you worry about it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't cost me nothing. You can take it. Take my love. There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy my love. Or I'll go get money. I'll go get money. I need money. Okay, I'll go get it. I'll go find some. I'll go make some. No problem. I'm winning. Okay. Look, you need some money to do this. All right. We can work together. Can we do some business together? Can I provide you with something that you need so you can make more money? And can I take something from you that is going to help me make more money? Oh, maybe we should fucking work together. Maybe we can fucking help each other out. All right. I win, you win. You win, I win. You know what? This girl loves you now. She don't love me no more, and she loves you. You know what? Fucking take her. Take her, bro. Just fucking take her. It's okay. She's yours now. You know? Enjoy. She's great. I love her. But now you love her. Cool. I'll go get another one. It's okay. Because we're in the fucking secret society, bro. And if you're not thinking like this, then you're not in it. If you're not thinking like that, you're just with everybody else. Everybody else. Just jealous all the time. Counting your fucking change. Counting your fucking pennies, you know. Hanging on to anything you can. You know. Fucking your friends over. Being competitive with your friends. You're not helping out with your friends. You know. You kind of like it when your friends don't win. Or you actually hate it when your friends win. You know, it feel like you're getting left behind. You know, it's like a competition. You know, you're keeping up with the Joneses, your neighbors, you know, that you don't even know because you don't really have anything in common with them. You don't care. You don't really want them to win. And you live next to them. You ain't got no tribe. And that sucks. And that's how it feels like sometimes living in this fucking world, right? In the city. It feels like that, man. There's like a loneliness pandemic or whatever, epidemic or whatever the fuck. Everybody's lonely, you know. We live in this city with everybody's elbow to elbow, like we're, you know, bumping into each other in the street, but nobody knows each other. We're all a bunch of strangers. We don't owe anybody to anyone. We don't feel any type of responsibility or like duty to for each other. You know, it's so easy to just like cheat because no one's holding you responsible, right? Like you don't feel, you don't feel accountable to anything if there's nobody to keep like hold you accountable, right? It's just a free for all, you know. Whereas in a let's say a tribe like that, it's like if you do some if you're a gorilla fucking if you're a gorilla pimp, if you come in there and you're fucking shit up, you know, you're playing by your own rules and you don't give a fuck how things are done here, you know, it's like, well, they're not gonna make you feel good about that, you know. They're gonna make you feel guilty. You did something wrong. You're not doing the right thing. Or like they'll make you feel ashamed, like, oh, I'm not a good person, you know? Because I made somebody like I fucked up the order. You know, like you're responsible for you did that. You fucked up. You're fucking shit up here. You're fucking up the vibe. You're fucking my vibe up. And they're gonna make you feel ashamed, right? But if you don't know anybody, if you don't know anybody, you know, in the streets, you know, out here in the city, you don't know anybody, you don't really have a community, okay? You don't give a fuck, you know? You're swiping on Tinder, okay? You're meeting random people, all right? And you fuck them and you just never fucking see them again. Don't care. Who cares? I don't know who they are. I have no idea. Nah, nah, you know? You're driving the car, you know, and like you stop at a light and you fucking stop at the green light. When it turns green, you stop. You don't start going for like a second too long. The fucking guy behind you's fucking honking at you. He's honking at you like get going, like bro. You like what the fuck? Chill, dude. Come up here and say it. Get out of your car. Come up here and fucking tell me to my face. You fucking pussy. You know, it's just this. When you're anonymous, you think you can do this and that. Like you think you're like invincible. You know, you're untouchable because you're anonymous. You know, that's what makes people act like inhumane. You know, it gets people acting all crazy because they think they can get away with it. And there's no one making you feel guilty or ashamed or how fucking retarded you're being, right? Would you want someone like that in your secret fucking society of cool people and fucking awesome tribe? Would you want that kind of person in your tribe? Exactly. That's why it's a secret. That's why if you're a fucking loser, you ain't getting in. Sorry, you're not getting in. So that's what I was thinking about yesterday, you know? I had the idea. And I'm like, oh, I get it. You know what? I know people like this, and I know that they're in this secret society. And if I'm not in it yet, well, it's because I'm I don't get it. I didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like Ginga, he's cool. He's an all right guy, but I don't know if he gets it. I don't know if he gets it. You know what I mean? um, yeah, I'm a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? But I think about it, and I had that idea, and I think I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make a tribe like that. And what better way to make one than by leading by example, right? So that's I think that's kind of like one of my operating principles. I feel like in the next year coming up, 2026, that's going to be kind of the foundational, fundamental principles that I think I'm going to think about. I'm going to wake up every day and going to be like thinking about that. I'm going to be thinking about like the tribe, the fucking tribe of generous people, benevolent, giving, nice, good people who are always winning, just winning. They're just always winning. And they're fucking abundantly. They have so much love and they're never jealous. They're not jealous because they can have more and they can give more. They just have enough. It's like it's your turn. I I had my turn. It's your turn now. And you're just sharing it all because you can have anything. You can have anything in this world because it feels like the world is made for you. The world is fucking made for me. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And that's how everybody else in the fucking tribe feels. It's like we don't get jealous. Why? Why would we? You can have it. I can have it. We can all have it. We can't talk about it because other people will get jealous. Most other people, they get jealous. We don't talk about it. We keep it to ourselves in the secret society, baby. And we want everybody in the tribe to win. Every day, I'm going to think about that. 2026, that's what it's about. All right. So that's it. That's how I'm gonna try to be every day. Every day, That's how I'm gonna try to be. And if you want to get in, you're gonna pass the vibe check, brother. You're gonna pass the vibe check, and you can't be a gorilla pimp. That's it.